Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another movie review. Today we're talking about the newest Nicolas Cage horror movie, Willy's Wonderland. This is going to be a pretty quick one today because Willy's Wonderland doesn't really have a whole lot going on. This isn't some huge, critically acclaimed, Oscar-winning film with like depth and social commentaries that need to be analyzed and discussed. No. This is an hour and a half of Nick motherfucking Cage smashing the ever-loving shit out of some satanic animal robots at a children's restaurant. All right? That's what this movie is. Sounds like a pretty good time though, right? I think so. Anyway, there's not going to be any spoilers in this review because I don't want to ruin the movie. All right, so like I was saying, there's not going to really be any spoilers in this review because the movie just came out, and I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't seen it yet but still wants to watch it. So let's jump right into it. So the plot goes like this. Nick Cage plays an unnamed character who has some car trouble and gets stranded in a small town. The repair bill for his car is too high for him to pay at the time, so he gets roped into working the bill off by agreeing to clean Willy's Wonderland overnight. Now, Willy's Wonderland is a Chuck E. Cheese type kids restaurant where they sing corny songs and have games for the kids to play. But once night falls, the animatronics inside Willy's Wonderland all come to life and try to kill anyone who's inside. On this particular night, that just so happens to be Nick's character, who just so happens to be a badass. And so it becomes apparent very quickly that these animatronics are not the most dangerous things inside Willy's Wonderland. I gotta say, it was actually pretty hilarious to see Nick Cage battling giant robotic kid-themed weasels and turtles and alligators and ostriches. So without going into too much detail, I'll say that Nick isn't the only one at Willy's during the movie. There's a group of teenagers there as well that have their own plan regarding this place. So they get involved in the stuff happening there, and the animals, of course, start picking them off. As for the kills, they were pretty good, but I do feel like they could have been a little more over the top to match the ridiculousness of the movie. Now, Nick's kills, where he killed the robots, those were pretty cool, but I just thought the human kills weren't that great. Now, the funniest part of all this fighting that's going on is that Nick has a timer on his watch that goes off every few minutes. And when it does, he drops whatever he's doing to go drink soda and play pinball for a little while. Like, in one scene, him and Liv, one of the teenagers that showed up, they're about to fight one of the robots, but this watch alarm goes off and he literally leaves Liv to fight by herself to go play pinball. And then he just comes back a few minutes later like, you know, what I miss. And that's how this movie is. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's just fun, and it's just so unrealistic that, like I said, sometimes it's hilarious. And of course, it has some of that classic erratic Nicolas Cage behavior that just shows this part was perfect for him. Now, I don't feel like I can review this movie without at least mentioning Five Nights at Freddy's. Obviously, there are some similarities between this movie and that series of games, but not enough to keep the movie from standing out on its own. I do have to confess, even though I consider myself to be a pretty big gamer and I love horror games in particular, I've never actually gotten around to playing any of the Five Nights games. I have seen footage of the games though, and from my understanding, you play a security guard who is basically defenseless against the robots, and you're trying to survive through your shift. So yeah, the two may be similar, but Nick wasn't a security guard and he damn sure wasn't defenseless. Overall, I do think Willy's Wonderland was a little bit too ridiculous for me to want to sit down and watch it again anytime soon, but it was fun to watch and laugh at least one time. So I'd say if you haven't seen it yet and you want to watch something that just doesn't take itself too seriously, then check it out. It'll probably be a good time. It was kind of hard for me to decide on a rating for this movie because of just how different and weird it is, you know, but I thought it's not terrible, but it's not great either. It's just kind of average, like as far as the entertainment value and rewatchability, the plot, the characters, all that stuff taken into account. It had its moments where it was really funny, like I've said a couple times now, but otherwise it was just kind of meh. With all that being said, I'm going to give Willy's Wonderland a 5 out of 10. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this review. If you like all things film, music, and game related, then don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos each week. And be sure to let me know in the comments what you thought of Willy's Wonderland. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.